Thinking of moving to Tempe, Arizona? Well, in this video, I'm gonna hop on my computer. I'm gonna take you on a map tour of Tempe, kind of show you different parts of it. We'll focus on the downtown area. It's a very popular place for the professionals and college kids and a lot of people visiting Tempe. Show you some other parts of Tempe, housing and things like that. Show you the different freeway access to get in and out of Tempe, as well as locations to different parts of the valley, kind of the proximity of where the airport is, and some of the things to see and do here in Tempe. So that being said, just kick back and relax, because we're getting after it right now. My name is Rick Hancock with the Phoenix, Arizona Living Team, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about life in Tempe, then be sure and subscribe below. Don't forget to tap that bell for notifications. That way you'll be the first to know about our current real estate market here in the valley. You know, we get calls and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make a move to a city like Tempe or any other amazing suburb in and around the metro Phoenix area. We absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking to move here next week, 6 months from now, or even a year from now, it doesn't matter. Go ahead, you can reach out to us. Just give us a call, send us a text, you can email us. If you'd like to schedule a face-to-face Zoom call, we can do that as well. And we'd be more than happy to help you make that smooth move to Phoenix. All right, as you can see, I have my computer on here and I've got Google Maps pulled up. And you can see where Tempe is. It has Phoenix to the west, has Scottsdale to the north, and it has Mesa, Tempe, Chandler, and Gilbert, kind of the east, southeast valley. And then Chandler also borders at the south. So Tempe is really geographically well located here in the metro Phoenix area because of the proximity to these major suburbs that are close by. So you can really get around the different areas of the valley from Tempe rather easily. You know, some of the freeway access that we have our 101 freeway that heads north and south. The 101 freeway goes up and intersects Scottsdale Road to the north, and then it goes up around the North Valley into the West Valley. So if you need to get to Scottsdale, you'd take the 101 if you want to stay on the freeway, or you can also take it south down here and tie into the Southeast Valley. You have Interstate 10, or let's talk about the 202, goes across. You can take that out to the West Valley, or depending on what part of Tempe, if you live in the southern part of Tempe, you might hop on the 60 here and take the 10 to get over the West Valley. So you have several different access points depending on where you live in Tempe to hop on the freeways. Very convenient, easy access to get on and off. You know, another nice thing about Tempe is we're very close to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. That's the main airport that services the metro Phoenix area. You fly into town here, chances are this is where you're going to fly into. As you can see here, we're about 8 minutes from Sky Harbor Airport in the downtown district. If you're a little further south, down in this area of Tempe, you know, give yourself about another 10 minutes or so. So I would say you're anywhere from about roughly 10 to 20 minutes to the airport, just about any part of Tempe that you might live in. So if you're a frequent traveler and you got to get in and out, very convenient living here in Tempe as it relates to the airport. Another nice thing too about Tempe, it's an interesting town to visit because there's a lot of things to do. You know, if you love the nightlife, kind of like it kind of a little bit of Old Town Scottsdale, where a lot of people come into Scottsdale and want to go to Old Town. Same for Tempe. You come into Tempe, you want to go to the downtown area because that's where everything takes place, and it happens to be home to Arizona State University. Arizona State University is one of the largest universities in the country. I think there's about 80,000 kids on campus this year, so it's extremely large. Lots of things to do for the college students. But also what Tempe is known for in recent years, and all this has really changed in the last 15 to 20 years, is they've created some major employment in this downtown area. The main roadway coming into Tempe, and this is where all the activity takes place, is really Mill Avenue. That's kind of where all the restaurants are. There's a lot of nightlife, there's a lot of bars, a lot of breweries, a lot of little local shops that you can go in and shop, all close by on Mill Avenue. And what's nice about this area of the downtown is it's very much walkable. So that's your Uber and your Lyft. So you can walk, I mean, depending on where you live and where you work, or if you're a college student and you happen to live downtown, you're just right next door. It's a short walk. to Arizona State University, which is very convenient. Also, what they've done is part of this employment hub that I want to point out here, just in recent years, when growing up here, this whole area right here for many, many years, until about 15 to 20 years ago, was a parking lot for Arizona State University football, which sits right here. This is just a short little walk across this little Rio Salado roadway here. And depending on where you enter into the stadium, it's about a 5-minute walk. You used to park here for years. That completely changed. Now they've got major employment all along this Salt River area right here. State Farm is there. They have Carvana. They've got several other local big employment companies here. Some of the larger ones maybe you've heard of is ADP, Deloitte's down there, KPMG's also there. They have Microsoft. They got Amazon. So a lot of places for employment, high-end employment down there, as well as over in this area too. So it's just lots of places for employment. If you happen to be a professional and you work in one of these areas in here and you happen to live downtown, it's very convenient. So it's, like I said, the walkability factor is pretty nice. But you've got some really great little restaurants. Some are bigger than others. You got Culinary Dropout, which is a big one here in the valley. The Lodge Kitchen, the Daily Jam you got down here. Little Shakes and Lattes, Fat Tuesdays down there. A little further south is Chick-fil-A, which is obviously a national one. But there's a lot of local little breweries right down here along Mill Avenue. So, if you're a young professional and you want to get out for lunch or whatever, it's very close by to your employment if you work down in this area here. Like I said, if you happen to be a college student, all of ASU is really right over in this area. This whole area is a lot of the Arizona State University area. So it's a 5 to 10 minute walk to get to Mill Avenue. And for years, Mill Avenue in Tempe was really a college town, but it really changed over the years when they brought all this employment in, and it's no longer just a college town. But anyways, lots of little restaurants. You got Cafe Boa. So you got little shops, little Mill Avenue shops is in there. Just you can get a lot of souvenirs and things like that along Mill Avenue. So it's kind of fun. If you fly in and you're looking for a place to stay, a lot of here's a Residence Inn by Marriott's down there. You've got a bunch of other hotels all down along here, right off of Mill Avenue. So there's plenty of places to stay if you're just coming for a visit. Like I said, they've got high-end condos that you can purchase. They've got rentals that you can take advantage of. A lot of different condo developments down here along Mill Avenue. Matter of fact, I did a recent vlog tour of Tempe, and I go into this a little bit more detail. You can watch that, and you can see some more video of that if you can learn more about that. But anyways, so here's all of these areas over here. There's State Farm, for example. Here's a local financial planner that's in there. Carvana's in there. Like I said, you got KPMG and several others right over here as well. Across the way over here is ADP. So that's a little bit about the employment, some of the local shops, which is kind of nice. Now, if you want to go more restaurants and more shops, there's an area called Tempe Marketplace, which is about 1.5 to 2 miles from where we were. This is the area of downtown Tempe that I was just talking about. Right over in this area, right in here. Mill Avenue comes right over here. And it's a short little drive right down Rio Salado to McClintock. You have Scottsdale Road here, which is a main access point to get into Tempe coming from Scottsdale. That's Scottsdale Road coming south into Tempe. And once you get into Tempe, that same road changes to rural. So they're one and the same. So if you get a little confused when you get here, it's just Rural Road in Tempe and Scottsdale when you're in Scottsdale. But there's an area over here called Tempe Marketplace. And it's probably our largest outdoor mall area here in the valley, definitely here in the Southeast Valley. They've got they've got over 100 restaurants and shops down there that you can go check out. I'll show you, I'll kind of hone in, you can see a few of them. There's Red Robin, Barrio Queen's a big Mexican food. You got a fish house, and of course Starbucks, Dave and Buster's. Great place for Americana food. And it's a fun place to take your kids. You can hang out. They got a lot of different activities inside that you can take advantage of. Barbecue place. Here's a Bar Louie. They have a major cinema there. I've been there to see movies there several times. And there's an H&M clothing store. But all of this whole area, all down and through here, lots of all sorts of shops and restaurants that you can literally get out, park outside, and you can just walk all around and go check it out. So it's definitely a great place to check out for more shopping and restaurants. And it's called Tempe Marketplace. There's Brooklyn Bedding, Men's Warehouse, the Vitamin Shop, GameStop, all down in here. So it's only a mile and a half or 2 miles from the downtown area of Tempe, which really makes it nice. Now, a couple of fun things to do while you're in downtown Tempe. That kind of talks a little bit about the shopping area. But over here, there's a place called Tempe Butte, and it sits right adjacent to, this is the football stadium for Arizona State University. They also have Desert Financial Arena, which is where the basketball team plays. All of these are right here. But Tempe is fairly flat, but there is a little outcropping of a mountain that pops up right here. We call it Tempe Butte, or it's referenced here on Google Maps as Hayden Butte. But it's easy access to get to. You can climb up to the mountain. It's an easy switchback. Most of it's paved. There's a little bit of a trail up near the top. It's family friendly. You can go for a little hike up there. It's called A Mountain because it has the A for Arizona State. It's usually painted in yellow or gold. Gold is the colors of Arizona State. And you can get up to the top up there, and you got some amazing views all around Tempe or other parts of Scottsdale, other parts of the valley. So definitely something you can take advantage of there. If you want to do some fun things around the downtown area of Tempe, a couple places here. There's Tempe Beach Park, which sits right here. Neat little venue where they've got a splash pad for kids right over in here. They got a little baseball field right here. But then they have right down in this area here is an amphitheater. It's an outdoor venue. It seats about 5,000 folks. And they've got a little stage area set up here. You just bring lawn chairs or beach towels and just sit outdoors and enjoy the music under the stars. Matter of fact, this month they have Boots in the Park, and Blake Shelton's going to be here with a couple. I think Sam Hunt. I think Travis Tritt is coming. It's like a 2-day event here. So if you like outdoor music, you can come listen to that. And they have several other activities throughout the year. They've got a major deal for Oktoberfest coming up. And so it's really a fun place. That's called Tempe Beach Park. And then right adjacent to that is Tempe Town Lake. Now, for years, this used to be really a dry riverbed. And then about, 18, 20 years ago, they came in and completely revitalized this whole area and filled it up. Now it's about a 2-mile reservoir. It's a man-made lake, but there's lots of activities that you can do on this waterway. You can rent various paddle wheelers. They've got a little boat rental right here called Tempe Boat Rentals. And you can go there and you can rent paddle wheelers. You can rent the stand-up paddle boards. You can rent a kayak. And you can just go out there and just cruise around on the waterways throughout the day and the evening. It's really a lot of fun. They have a nice walking path that goes around the lake. It's about a 5-mile area around. And they've got various places you can stop and you can have a picnic. We get amazing sunsets over there on this lake here late in the afternoon over the water, and just beautiful sunsets. We're known for our sunsets here in the valley. So you can just kind of hang out and do different things around the lake. They have a lot of charity events. They have some of our Ironman water activities take place here. They'll have sailing regattas throughout the year. A number of rowing clubs around town will come down here and use Tempe Town Lake for that. They've got lots of charity events that take place. Obviously, holiday events take place. They've got a really nice over Christmas. They've got a whole little kind of a boat deal that goes through, and a holiday light parade on the water, which is kind of cool. So that's Tempe Town Lake and Tempe Beach Park. Another fun thing to do, or the river, is an area called Hole in the Rock, and also it's home to the Phoenix Zoo. That's our main zoo here in town. It's right here. So you can go out and you can check out some animals. They've got an area up here called Hole in the Rock. It's just a unique rock formation that's got a big hole in it. It's great for hiking. People will go up there and have a picnic. Lots of places to hike up and around these areas here. Lots of greenbelt areas. And then a little further north of that is an area called Desert Botanical Gardens. A very popular place to go out. And it really kind of talks more about our desert xeriscape that we have here, all the different plants and fauna that we have. And they've got a lot of different events throughout the year too. So more activities in and around the Tempe area, especially close to downtown. So that's a little bit about the activities in and around Tempe. When it comes to housing, you do have some high-end condo living there. If you have a family and it's the condo lifestyle is just not your thing, you want to move a little further south into Tempe, and you want to get a little further away from the downtown area. So you start coming into this part of Tempe, and you can get more single-family homes. They're going to be older homes, most of them. A lot of these homes were built back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. There's a few pockets of homes built, like in the 80s and 90s and more recent than that, but most are going to be the older ones. But lots of green grass, backyards, and nice yard space back there if you want a pool. Or you go down even further into southern Tempe, and you can find some larger homes, 2- and 3-car garages, single-story, 2-story homes. So it just depends on what kind of lifestyle that you're looking for. But Phoenix is a wonderful place to live. It's about 180,000 in population, so it's kind of in the mid-range of our suburbs here in the Metro Phoenix area. But it's really changed over the last number of years. The cost of living has gone up considerably in recent years. So it definitely has changed the landscape. And I'll be talking about that when I'm an upcoming video when I talk about the pros and cons of living in Tempe. But go check out the video I did on a vlog tour that I recently uploaded on Tempe, and you can kind of see more videos of the areas that I've just talked about. But that is, in a nutshell, kind of an overview of Tempe, but definitely a nice place to live. All right, that's going to go ahead and do it for this map tour of Tempe. Just tried to show you around Tempe a little bit, just so you can kind of get a feel what Tempe has to offer and what it's all about. If you've got any thoughts or comments, please feel free to share those down below. We always appreciate that. And be sure and like this video. And if you haven't already done so, and you want to learn more about the housing that's going on in and around the Metro Phoenix area, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tap that bell for notification. I mean, we've got these videos coming out every week, and would love to share them with you. And if you're thinking of making a move here to the Valley anytime soon, and we can help you at all with your real estate needs, just reach out to us. Our information is listed below. Give us a call, shoot us a text, you can email us. We can even schedule a face-to-face Zoom call if that'll help you at all. And as always, we so much appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. Thank you again for your support. And until next time, we hope to show you around town. Bye now.